everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Jaguars are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they're going up against the Jets offense that will have a lot to deal with.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Underneath to Ivory. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, this is Ivory. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down at Stafford. Dumps that off to Ware. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw on second down at Stafford. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Stafford here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Room to run past midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space. No gain.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. It's caught right side. It turns. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on. Throwing is Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now out come the Jets. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Coleman. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he's He's in. Touchdown, Jets. Spencer Ware, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Oral's going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On third down, Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And tough starting field position here. Drive. He finds Hearns left side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. And New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10, Stafford again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Third and long, it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Bortles now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So 1:56 to play in this 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Hearns brings it in. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left. Here we go now. Green 90. Green left.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, throw left side, complete. That's Coleman. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Stafford on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Throwing now is Bortles. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
Here's Bortles to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Brad Nortman now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking it about the 36. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the 50, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now.
First throw now for the backup, Bryce Petty. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make the lead now 26. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Benson. Touchdown, Jaguar. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down at Stafford. They'll roll him out right. He'll air this one toward... That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for the Jets. 55 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now a handoff looking right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right on the 30-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Benson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
10 yards still left on second down. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. Green.
He'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Leopard. All right, now look at 56.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go. 3-19. We got 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Where gets hit and the ball is loose. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Jaguars on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the return, Rashad Green. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check 43.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Play clock winding down. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And Godot's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Jags. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And on second and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And New York set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's